guys, and welcome back to another episode of Total Control with SD Huesca. Thought we'd start today on the dynamics. Obviously the atmosphere's changed slightly as a result of Camacho being an unhappy boy, but what can you do about that? The team cohesion, again, we're getting into average now. We're starting to get there, and hopefully that will improve us as well, just helping the positioning of the players and stuff. Today it's going to be the friendly against, well, the Camacho testimonial, but we're going to try out that system that we played in the first match, the way that it sort of ended, because I think we were really starting to look like a much more cohesive unit playing like that, creating good quality opportunities, and I want that to kind of build on what seems to be working in there and trying to go forward with that. We've still got the other one in our back pocket, which we can definitely look at, but I think for now we might be working on variations of the original one. Also, I really appreciated the tactical advice and all sorts of stuff I've been getting from the comments. Please do try to understand, of course, that I can't listen to everybody because everybody has conflicting opinions, but I am taking it all on board and discussing with you guys in the comments, because I think it's important, because not only can I learn, but so can you. I learn most of the stuff I know about FM from reading my own comment section over the years, and that's how I've been able to get somewhat competent at the game, you know? Also, I got a weird notification from YouTube when I went into my creator studio the other day, basically saying that a lot of you have obviously got the notifications turned on, which, firstly, I thank you for, and those of you that don't, hit the bell, that'd be cool. But some of you aren't getting them still, and the reason for that, apparently, is because there's like another setting you have to enable in your YouTube settings that enables you to receive the notifications, which is dumb, but apparently, like, only half of the people that actually have clicked the bell have got that setting ticked so they can actually receive them. It's dumb, I don't know why, but if you're not receiving them, that's the reason why. So, today, that's coming up. We've got probably some more scouting stuff during the week, I would imagine, because we've got a full week today. We've got some training to do too. It's going to be lovely. Okay, dimensions. Now, this is an interesting one. There are ways that we could use these dimensions to potentially help us in some ways, but I don't know what that could be, really. We could make the pitch really narrow, but we play with a wide team, so that would make no sense. And we play with a narrow defensive line that would leave a lot of space out wide for them to put crosses in, which we're kind of letting them do anyway. I think we might just leave it, but if you've got any thoughts on what could maybe work on stuff like this in future saves, do let me know, because I know that there's ways that you can manipulate this a little bit to get more, particularly as there's a wide range we can have. Some leagues are very strict, but this one appears not to be, so that's kind of interesting. I might just leave it as it is for now, though, because that's what we've been using up to this point. Honestly, I'm still kind of waiting for my scouts to bring me something of note. And here we go, we've got a scouting meeting. Right, what are they going to do? Oh, okay. Very deep line. That could be useful to try against. Although, again, I've got to schedule some games against better teams. We're going to do that in a sec, actually. So after that, we've got that game on the Sunday. So we could maybe do a Thursday friendly and then a Monday friendly. 2 more, which we can then bang in the next episode before we start off the season to really get into things against better teams. But what options have we got? Similar reputation. I'm going to try Anderlecht. I'm trying to find teams, like, we've got larger reputation ones, but some of them are way too much. So Anderlecht on the Thursday, and then maybe on the Monday, maybe try Sassuolo as well. I wish they were Spanish teams, but they don't seem to be available because we've left it too late. But Sassuolo and Anderlecht would definitely be testable games, you know? Right then, scouting reports. We've got 12 here, and they're actually recommended by people. This is good to see. So a centre-back, that is really not all we needed right about now, unfortunately. This is one area we are very much not strong in. Not weak in. Nicholas Bentner. Do we want the Lord? I don't think we do. I'm going to discard that. Brian Rivero is a central midfielder. Where are we even really looking for? I want a striker at the moment. That is kind of my main concern for us, is a striker and maybe some backup on the right. In fact, I'm going to set up some new assignments after this. We've still got a month, but I think we need to sign another striker. Maybe look for some loanees too, but I can do that myself. Okay, Nilmar, a striker. Acceleration isn't great. He's got decent dribbling, finishing first touch. He's 34 years old, though. Let's look at it. Let's have him on a trial, see what he says. We're going to create another assignment. I don't want these guys, Tremolano, looking for fullbacks, and we don't want Kike Duran looking for fullbacks either. I want a striker who is pacey. I want him to have at least 15 and 15. And since it's Kike Duran, I'm going to have a look in Spain again. We're going to send Tremolano to Italy to do that, at least. So at least he's like, I know it's weird that it says that and it doesn't actually show you what it is. But yeah, both of them are looking for strikers now in Spain and Italy, so hopefully that will give us some options. I've not set it to like first team because I just want to see what's available. Okay, so coming up this week we've got Huelva at the weekend, which is fine. I want to again start knocking some of these out, and I want to do another team bonding one actually to try and really build that cohesion. Maybe look at the wing stuff as well, since that's kind of what we're looking at here. Building up to the Anderlecht game, we'll tackle that at the start of that week, but I'm alright with that for now. 14, he's not super fast, but he's a different type of player. That is for sure. Decent dribbling, finishing first touch, passing, technique as well. There's actually an awful lot of things to like about him as an attacking midfield, as an advanced forward. So Juan Hernandez, 4 to 5 weeks out still, and what position does Herrera play? He's a central midfielder, so we've got him to come back as well, remember. He's on from Manchester City. Scouting meeting. Another goal. 47! Okay, where's all this come from? This is more like it. The scouts seem to be turning in some reports now. I'm going to skip... I'm not going to show you all 47 of these, so I'll just show you any interesting ones. There is this guy, Victor Salazar, who's plays for San Lorenzo, who we have an affiliate agreement with, apparently. But he'd be quite a decent wing-back, and he's passing market. He's better than what we've got, and we could get him on loan for the season, potentially. And I'd be quite up for that, maybe. 81 recommendation. Maybe keep scout. How much more do we need to know? We'll keep scouting him. He's a good, decent striker, but he's not got the pace for what I want from our striker. Another striker here. Keep scouting him too. I think this is just literally a report on San Lorenzo, but I'm alright to have a look at it, to be honest. Another striker. Tall. Might have good pace. Honestly, do not know. We'll keep scouting him as well. Similar story here, to be honest. I just want to know a bit more about them. Well, it's given us something to think about from San Lorenzo. We'll see if any of this stuff comes back with some interesting players potentially. So the Egyptian winger has finished being scouted, although he isn't actually finished. Operating at a good La Liga 2 level would be a very good signing. I mean, how does he really rank up against other players in that position is my question. Like, we've already got two. I just don't see that then again, his ability to play through the middle is quite useful. Like, for a winger on support, he's not bad. Stamina's a little bit low, but there's a lot of things that could be very nice about him. But it's not really the sort of... Then again, the price is ridiculously cheap. Like I said, there's this here. This is definitely not happening. Okay, so our lad from Malawi, we've finished scouting him too. He is pacey, that much is for sure. I just want to keep scouting him, to be honest. So, training this week, again, we've got a few strugglers. Juanjo Camacho, he doesn't like me at the moment, which is fair enough. Pulido, he played in the last game, so he definitely needs to be a bit better than that. Just going to make sure that we're on this tactic for training and stuff, so we're actually training the right one, because that could also be causing some problems. Insua, though, having a good time. Come on, Juanpi, you can be better than that. So, Toure is now a highly influential player, and has actually gone straight into the social group with these guys, which actually could help. Okay, we actually have a biggest negative as of recently. 175 of the 298 occasions which we've been allowed a proposition into attacking have come from central positions. That you seem to get that no matter what you do. They really do. So we're going to go with this today. See if they like that. No, of course not. Obviously, ignore the strategy. That's just where I split the tactics around. Well, as always, the pre-match briefing's total nonsense. We are predicted to come dead bottom. I mean, I'm not surprised. Okay, so we've got the game against Huelva today. This is going to be a fascinating game for me. So this is obviously not the lineup we're going to go with. Not one iota. Yeah, we're going to go with Gaia, obviously. Gallego up top. Oh, actually, should we try out my man Nilmar? Since Gallego probably is at a... Let's just check the medical centre and see who's at a higher overall risk. Gallego could probably do with a rest. Although his interceptability suggests not. Etcheta could probably do with a rest. So we might start Pulido today. Juanpi again could do with a rest, but we kind of need him in this one. So what I'm probably going to do is start Nilmar for this one. Give Gallego a little bit of a rest. Insua, obviously, but we'll also start Pulido with him instead of Etcheta. I know how good he's been, but I want to give him a little rest. Musto can come back in now. He should be fresher. Going to go with a Capo there. Luisinho on the left-hand side. Going to start Toure today, and then that will be that. Opposition report. Right, we do have a bit more data on them, which is really nice. Very deep. Cautious mentality. Short passing. That's fine. Cautious and fluid. Okay. Heavily relying on the wings, which is, again, fine, because we're going to be able to defend that pretty well. They like playing those balls out wide. Most of their key passes, again, coming from those wide areas. We are going to go after Borja Diaz because he's their main playmaker, and I want to make sure that he doesn't get as much time on the ball as he'd like. But other than that, I think we're good to go here. This should be interesting. Okay, then. It's a testimonial, I know, so we've all got to be playing nice and let the referee take a penalty and whatnot, but we do also still need to be down to business because we're testing stuff today, boys. Just hoping by the end of pre-season the players like me a bit more, to be honest. This one is going to be an interesting one indeed. Nilmar, be interested to see how he does up top. Obviously, we've got Gallego available, but I do want to try out Nilmar because he's got a little bit of a different approach to things, perhaps, and maybe is a more like Juan Hernandez type of player, to be honest. Yaya Toure. Ooh, okay, poor, but should be able to win that. Yago Diaz. Luisinho does well to win that. Gael's picked it up. Okay, bringing it forward. Can maybe look in behind here. Those are the kind of areas where perhaps a Juan Hernandez would have gone in behind. Luisinho with room. Gaia. Goes for Yaya Toure. There's a long ranger coming in here, no doubt. Or Rivera might go for one instead. Juanpi. Oh, options. Toure. Over the crossbar. Nice work, though. Edge of the box. Good stuff. Cleared away. Luisinho can bring this up, and we've got surging play. Look at this. Their entire team is out of position. Luisinho has to find one of them. He's found Musto of all people. And it's a penalty. Damian Musto will apparently take it. I disagree. Yaya Toure will definitely take the penalty. Not Musto. If I love that it's Camacho's testimonial and he's not actually in the team. So there's that, I suppose. Yaya Toure stepping up in the penalty, and it's well slotted into the bottom corner. Yeah, okay, it's another penalty goal, which is nice to see, I suppose. But it was the great fast counter-attacking play which set that up, which is definitely pleasing. Yaya Toure slots it home in the testimonial in front of nobody. We're essentially relying on the two centre midfielders actually going out and forming a press themselves. It's not the fullbacks that are being asked to press those lines, and I think that's making us really quite stable in the back line. Juanpi's free kick. Saved by the goalkeeper. We've been the better side so far, but not a lot of possession. Andrade. So again, the centre midfielder is actually the one that's coming across to close this down, which is allowing the fullback to maintain their position, and then Rivera can just win it off them. Juanpi. But it's about springing forward now when we get the ball in these areas. We're just not getting enough players in the box. Juanpi, another corner. I've put get further forward on all of these guys here, because I feel like when we've got the ball, they need to be providing that extra support. It's fine when we don't have the ball to be sitting back a little bit and just defending, but we need to have more players forward when we do get the ball. And Musto wins it this time, comes flying out of it. Gaillard. Now everybody else needs to get forward. Here we go. Nilmar's in. Oh, and smashes it home. Right, 2-0 there. Lovely ball over the top from Gaillard. That's kind of what I want to see. Players looking for that ball in behind into the channel here. Those kind of passes into that kind of space is what we want to be doing. And it's really composed from Nilmar to get in behind there. And he's just maybe got that little bit more that can allow him to get in behind. I wonder if we can put an instruction on him for that. I think Nilmar just having that tiny little bit more pace is just enabling us to actually have that option of a ball in behind like that, which we don't perhaps have with Gallego. Like, they've undoubtedly set up to just stay compact and keep the ball, but Gaillard, oh, got time to take one short this time. Acapo's the man for it. Ball across and Nilmar! Yaya Toure! Saved by the goalkeeper. That's more like what I want to see. The ball in advanced areas. Part of me's tempted just to switch it to positive for the second half, just to see what kind of effect that actually has in these types of games, because it might well be something we could try and do in matches where we are clearly starting to dominate teams. Juanpi will probably take this one short for Luisinho. He's got a good cross on him though. Ball in and Gaillard smashes it wide. Good stuff. Honestly, the positive approach does not seem to have worked. And I think I'm going to switch it back to cautious, because we just look better playing like that, to be honest. Gaillard. Got players getting back in numbers and a capo flying across. Freshen things up a little bit, try out some different options, see whether Guy... Look, this is the kind of situation, again, when Gaia gets the ball there, Nilmar's making these runs off of them, he's getting through, and those are the kind of situations we want to be engineering a little bit more. Just getting that ball forward a little bit quicker, rather than mixing the passing direction. It's like really trying to get that ball up the pitch faster. A cap, and we've got space in the wide area, so we might as well use it. Camacho bends one wide. He's at least coming on in his testimonial. Ferrero, ball in. Oh, Gallego hits the crossbar with his header. Nice work. Ferrero's got to deliver this one well. He does. Gallego again, and Lazaro makes the stop. They finally open themselves up tactically at the very end here. So maybe, but we're already into stoppage time here, so I think it's unlikely. It looks like it's going to be a 2-0 victory in the end. But I did see glimpses again of things I kind of want to see from this approach. We've won the match. Once again, a clean sheet. We've still not conceded a goal in pre-season yet. Now, things will get different when we take on Sassuolo and Anderlecht. That's going to be a real litmus test for me to see where we're at in the next video. That's going to be hugely important as we prepare for the season. So Torres penalty. Good goal from Nilmar as well, getting in behind. Probably man of the match, I think, with that. Maybe. No, in fact, he wasn't. But it was nice work nevertheless to actually make that run in behind. And I think that's what we need to be looking for a bit more. So we honoured our man. He came off the bench. All was well. Might as well do another little bit more scouting because we're actually here. And hello, we've actually found someone. Papa has brought us a lovely Greek attacking midfielder, but I mean, everything is out of our range there, unfortunately. A Ukrainian forward who we know nothing about. We could probably do, I think we're lacking a little bit in the defensive midfield structure as well, so that might be another area that we potentially could look for players. Hozabed, I remember him from not playing for Fulham. Alexander Simonovsky, who does not sound Argentinian, I'm going to be honest with you. Okay, so dressing room atmosphere improving again. Nobody really agrees or disagrees with Juanjo Camacho. I guess it's going to matter depending on what Yaya Toure does. And so far, he's got in the same social group as him, which definitely should, in theory, you'd like to think, help. And hopefully as we get towards the season, he'll sort of start to just not care so much about that. I'd hope, anyway. A few little things on the team cohesion. Hopefully we can start, again, with the bonding and whatnot. That should hopefully help with that too. But next episode is where things get really serious as far as pre-season goes, with games against Anderlecht and Sassuolo. Those are going to be two really, really important matches because they're teams that both of which should be better than us. Anderlecht are a team that play regularly in the Champions League and the Europa League, and Sassuolo have also played in European football. So in theory, this is two matches that you would expect on paper to lose. So to me, I want to see how we match up against these types of teams. And if we start to look quite decent, and once again, it's worth bearing in mind, we have not conceded a single goal in the friendlies so far. Now, I know the quality of opposition has varied, but to me, it does definitely show that we're not conceding silly goals. We still look very, very compact. And I think that alone could win us some points. We might be able to scrape a few 0-0 draws and draws that you wouldn't expect us to be able to get that could really help us. If we score one goal, it might help that we can keep things tight at the back and can pick up a few 1-0 victories just to really give us those extra points this year, because it is going to be a tough old struggle, you know? So anyway, if you've enjoyed this episode, it's been a little bit of a different one, but I think we're still heading in the right direction with stuff. Lots of other options floating around. It's weird to do this many episodes in pre-season, but I'm actually really genuinely enjoying it, and I hope you guys are too. So if you enjoyed it, drop a like, that'd be brilliant. And if you are new to the channel, subscribe, that'd be awesome as well. And I'll join you guys in the next episode for a pair of friendlies against Anderlecht and Sassuolo. This is going to get very, very educational, it's fair to say. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.